Hi everyone, my name is Aviad. I'm a senior developer at RPA. And in this video, I would like to demo you an RPA flow that we have created with the RPA Service Manager. This RPA flow starts with a purchase order sent as an email attachment to our system, processed by the system, and ends up with a new created sales order request on the EBS system that we are working with. So this is the full flow. As I said, it starts with a mail sent into the system with the purchase order as an attachment. This invokes an RPA flow that we have created on the service manager, an RPA flow that is email triggered, which means that it starts to execute once an email gets into the system. And the first thing it will do is to send back to the sender an email confirmation saying, I've got your request and I'm working on it. Then it will take the attachment and it will send it to EBS Flexi Capture tool, which we integrate with. EBS Flexi Capture tool is a smart, intelligent OCR that knows to a smart OCR this kind of documents like purchase order and analyze it and gets back to us with a formatted data with all the details of this purchase order. And once we get this formatted data, we can work on it and start processing it with the EBS system, creating new sales order out of it. Once it is done, we're sending back an email saying that we have processed the purchase order, we have created a sales order out of it, and this is the new sales order number that was created for you. So let's see how it looks when we execute it on the system. As I said, it starts with an email that is being sent to the system with the purchase order sent as an attachment. This is how the purchase order looks like. It is a PDF which encapsulates an image inside of it. So these are the details. This is a purchase order number. These are the lines that are being sent, and we will just send it to the system. And once we have done that, it will be invoke the RPA in our system that will process it. And as I said, the first step will be to send us back an email confirming that it got the request and it's starting to process it. So let's wait for this first email to get to our mail client. And here it is. We got the first mail. Purchase order is in process, which means that our system is starting to work on it. And if we will just look at the log of our system, we can see that our system, this is the log of the service manager, and we can see here that it really started to process this new request. And while it is working on it, let's just have a quick look of how an RPA flow looks in our system. This is just an example of how this RPA flow looks like. We have a visual editor for creating or implementing the flow in our system and make it a process, an automated process that runs against the EBS system. And once the service manager will finish to process it, as I said, it will send back an email saying, I finished to process it. This is the new sales order number that I've created for you. Here it is. So let's wait for the second email to get back to us, to the mail client. And here it is. We got back the response for the second response for our request. It says new order was created. These were the details that were sent by your purchase order. This is the customer that have sent it. This is the purchase order number. And this is the new sales order number that was created on our system. And let's see our EBS system. This is our EBS system. And just put side by side the PDF that we have sent to it and see if we really got the purchase order, if we really analyzed and processed this purchase orders and created this sales order as we said in the email. So let's get back to the email, copy the order number, go back to our system and just try to retrieve this order number. And here it is. It was created. Let's open it. This is the sales order that was created for our purchase order request. You can see here the purchase order number as in the file. It is in our system now. If I go to the lines of this purchase order, I can see here that these lines that we see here on the document are also here on our EBS system. So that's it. It was done. The purchase order was sent and processed by the system and sent back the notification with the new sales order number. So basically that's it. This is just a demo of the power that we have with RPA flows that knows to analyze documents sent through emails and turn them into transaction on the EBS system. In the same way, of course, we can automate any other flow which uses any other documents that are working with the EBS system to create any other transaction on the system. That's it. Thank you very much for your attention.